Now, let us discuss the conflicts. We have found three conflicts. First, man versus man. It is between the EP family from the upper class and the untouchables, Vilutha and his father, Villa Paapin. Next is the man versus society, or it can be man versus circumstance. It is between Amu and Vilutha's love that is not acceptable because they are from different castes. And that is all for the conflicts. For the foreshadowing, I will discuss three. First is when Rahel and Esta slept with their arms together and dreamt of the river. This foreshadows the incident in the river with Sophie Moll. Next is when Amu dreamt of a cheerful man with one arm who held her close by the light of an oil lamp. This dream foreshadows the death of his loved Vilutha. Next is the loss of Sophie Moll. In this statement, we can say that Sophie Moll will die in the next chapters. Next is flashbacks. So, this story is a non-linear narrative and it consists of series of flashbacks through a progressive regressive movement. Every character that has something to do with Rahel and Esta has their own series of backstory. Now, the five flashbacks. First is when Rahel mentioned the memory about orange man, lemon drink, man, and Esta. Next is when Rahel remembered how Sophie Moll died in the river. Next, the scene between baby Kuchama and Father Mulligan spending time with each other. Fourth, Sophie Moll's funeral. Fifth, when Amu ran away from their home and found her husband but turned out to be a drunkard. For the allusion, I will only mention few of them. So, first in the literary allusion, there is the mention of The Heart of Darkness, A Tale of Two Cities, Hansel and Gretel, The Great Gatsby, Charles Dickens, Homer, The Odyssey, The Brothers Grimm, Water Music, The Tempest, Love in Tokyo, and the English car song sung by the twins Rahel and Esta, and lastly is the Fisher Women's Song to a Young Bride. Next is the historical allusions. So I will only tackle three or mention three of them. First is the mention of Karl Marx joining palms to greet rich guests as they stepped off the boat. Next is the mention of the American Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk on the moon. And last is the Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. So those are the three men that are from the history that are tackled in the novel. Last allusion is the religious allusion, and we only found one religious allusion, which is the prayer during Sophie Moll's burial. Down to the cultural implications. There are many cultural implications, but I will only tackle a few of them. First is the very eminent caste system, the love law. Kottayam police don't take statements from Veshyas or their illegitimate children. And if you are poor and don't have money to raise a suitable dowry, no proposals will come. And college education is unnecessary for girls. And instead of studying, they will just wait for a marriage proposal. Next is, untouchables were not allowed to walk on public roads, not allowed to cover their upper bodies, not allowed to carry umbrellas, because they had to put their hands over their mouths when they speak to divert their polluted breath away from those who they addressed. It's very sad. Reading the novel, I have realized that being in a caste system is very difficult, especially for women, because they think that women are inferior than men. And women only wait for marriage proposals to come to them. And also, it's very difficult to be part of the untouchables because They are degraded. They don't have human rights because they are untouchables. I recommend this novel to everyone so that we will all know how caste system works and the cons of having a caste system in the society. Many are many are not given opportunities because of this caste system. So I hope that through reading this novel, you can learn something about what is happening around us.